Final round. You win.
Welcome to Button Mash, the show where we mash all your video game content for the week for you to listen to at the press of a single button. My name is Roger, and with me I have Chris.
Roger.
Yo, where's your sexy voice at?
It actually went away today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's this?
I've still got a little bit of it. It's like a hint. It's like 5%.
5%
it's still there.
sexy.
Yeah, 5% sexy. Last week I was like 69% sexy.
Ooh.
Dinner for two.
Love it. Well played. All right. Not many news topics to talk about today, but pretty big ones, definitely. And then a few games that you and I have been playing. So let's get into it. So first topic we've got here, sad news. Very sad news, I think. So Reggie Fils-Aimee, the president of Nintendo of America, is retiring after...
Reggie!
What did I put? Regis. It's Reggie.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like,
yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, Reggie is retiring after 15 years as the president of Nintendo of America. He's done some great things. He was a nice dude.
He's a pretty big dog. He's definitely like a dad.
His body was always ready. But it seems like it's letting him down now. So yeah, he's put up a video that we just watched there with talking to the fans, saying what his plans are, spending more time with his family and stuff. So that's good. At least he's leaving on good terms, of course.
Yeah.
But he's being replaced by a gentleman by the name of Doug Bowser. Now, I still can't believe this is actually true.
Oh my god!
But it is happening. So Doug came out and announced his plans for April when he takes over. He told the fans what he's going to be doing when he first steps in. Did you hear about that?
No.
So the first thing he's going to do when he takes over as president of Nintendo America, it'll be kidnapping Princess Peach and wait for Mario, basically.
Man, when he said that, and he's like, what did he say? Something about the key to the castle with Bowser? Well,
yeah.
So he's going to fuck things up.
Yeah, he was like, with a name like Bowser, who better to trust with the keys to the castle or some shit. It's like, Bowser fucking... He wrecks everything, dude. He's the villain.
Have you seen his assistant?
Who? Reggie?
The new guy's assistant?
No.
Matthew Mushroom? That's fucked.
What?
Yeah, it's full on, bro.
Matthew Mushroom.
Nah, it's mad. Imagine if it was.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it's Bowser. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, so...
get the fuck out.
Safe to say when this came out, it went meme central. There's like memes of Reggie like standing there and he's like scared and there's a like Bowser attacking him. And yeah, pretty funny. But yeah, that's happening.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's done a good job. 15 years.
Yeah, he has. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I like to know what he's going to do now, though. I know he's retiring, but like legit retiring? I suppose he has so much money. Fuck. Could definitely retire.
Yeah. I think, it would have said, maybe stepping down and going to a different position. He just said retiring, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously take maybe a year off or something and literally do stuff with his family.
Yeah, maybe. Keep us
posted, you, Reggie.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. The other news topic we've got for this week is that Game Pass is reportedly coming to the Switch. We were talking about last week or the week before how Xbox Live might be coming to the Switch or will be, well, coming to the Switch, and we'll find out more at GDC. And now there's a report that's come out saying that Game Pass is coming. So that goes more towards what you were saying in terms of streaming games on the Switch, Xbox games on the Switch, and looks like it's happening.
I know. I can't believe it, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It just blows my mind. It's going to be interesting to see how it's actually going to work in Australia, seeing we have pretty trash internet.
Yeah. Look, I don't think it's... Because the way I look at it is PlayStation Now. That's been out in America for years. We never got it because we can't handle it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to get it. Just like I think it's only in Japan anyway, where you can pay like a rental fee kind of thing, like a subscription, and you can stream Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Resident Evil 7. You can stream it to your Switch.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna come out here, but if it does, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it would work is, I imagine you would have to be connected to the internet, so it's not like you can take your Game Pass games on the go.
That's a good point.
So then you're playing at home. It's like you're doing what was it called on PlayStation? The
remote play.
Remote play. That's it. So you're doing remote play with your Switch, which I wouldn't be against, but if I'm playing at home,
I'm not going to be against it, but I don't see myself using it at all.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're using the same subscription that you have on your Xbox, then I'm fine with that. I'll be going to bed, play a game of Sea of Thieves or whatever, then go to bed, go to sleep.
Well, Sea of Thieves on the... Oh, I suppose you just plug in your little controller and you can... I suppose that works.
As long as it's the same subscription, which, like, surely it would be, right? You just log in with your same details.
Yeah. Now, do you think surely Nintendo is getting a bit of a cut of the pie here?
Oh, you reckon?
How much?
Surely. I don't know, but they would definitely have to be making money off it. 100%. There is no way they're doing this as charity.
Oh, no, not for free, but I'd like to know how much they're going to be getting.
Yeah.
How much percentage of the cut.
I don't even know how it works for Xbox, how it's running currently, where you're not paying for the game. So how do the developers make money from their games being on Game Pass from our $10 that we pay every month, or $1 if you're joining now for the first month? So I imagine obviously there'll be a bigger split now if it goes to Switch, but not sure how that's split up exactly, but it seems to be working. So and to keep pushing
I don't know, man. It's such a crazy thing. But you know what though? You just made me realize that like you need internet, and I'm like, I can't just be like on a train or somewhere and be like, bam. So I'm kind of like, it's not as big as I thought. Like, it's big, of course it's big. It's not as big of a thing as I thought. So
it's like if you're going to be playing this and you're at home, well, you might as well play your Xbox, right? But think about someone who only has a Switch and that's their main console.
Yeah, that's true.
Dock it and you're playing Xbox essentially on your TV with 2 Joy-Cons.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So for us, whatever. It's like, I just play my Xbox.
Yeah. But people who just have a Switch, or even a lot of people would have the combo of like a PlayStation and a Switch.
True.
I think that would be like a bigger combo, and them buying into the Xbox market. Well, they've got a foot in the door, so hot diggity dog.
Yeah. So I think we're going to be finding out more. So it'll be running the xCloud thing that we talked about a couple months ago there, and which means what, you're gonna have Game Pass on your mobile phone as well if it's using xCloud. So it's just sky's the limit, right? It's nuts. And with bigger things coming out on Game Pass, you heard about Shadow of the Tomb Raider being on Game Pass?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that came out, like September or something last year, didn't it? I think it was very close to Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is coming to Xbox Game Pass this week.
Yeah. So you can play that on Game Pass. Insane.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bigger and bigger games coming on Xbox Game Pass. But the thing is that I didn't realize before, it's on rotation. So some games have actually already come off.
Left? Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
But I suppose if you really, really like that game, you're just going to go out and buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if we played Sea of Thieves every night, you know, and that just pisses off, we're both going to be like, okay, let's just buy it.
Yeah. From what I've seen so far, it's like third-party ones that are leaving.
Okay.
I don't think the first-party exclusives are going to leave, but they could. But yeah, you're right. I mean, like I said when I first got it, it's like I'll have a look at a game and be like, I would never pay money for this, but since it's on Game Pass, I'll give it a crack, and if I like it, and it comes off, I can go buy it knowing that it's something that I enjoy. So yeah, very true. So we'll find out a bit more. I believe that'll be at GDC as well, that we find out about all this. So Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass coming out on the Switch, and it would be on probably talk about xCloud a bit more as well, hopefully. But yeah, very interesting things happening already at the start of 2019.
Something that I would never predict.
Things. Yeah, it's insane.
Ever.
Imagine,
especially Nintendo. Like Nintendo.
Yeah.
They're not flexible. I feel like they're just, we're doing our own thing, piss off.
Yeah, some big changes in the past couple of years. Like, since they, first of all, brought out games on mobile phones. Having a third-party studio like Ubisoft work on a Super Mario game with Mario plus Rabbids.
Fuck.
So
a bit of collab.
Yeah, big changes, man. Big changes. Very excited for what's going to happen this year, man.
Do you reckon Reggie has a PlayStation and a Switch, and then he just made his decision and he's just like, well, this is going to go to shit, but I'm out. Reggie!
I wonder. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Surely his kids are like, do you reckon he forces his kids to only play Nintendo?
Surely he can afford an Xbox.
Oh, yeah, but do you reckon he's like, what? You want an Xbox? Fuck off, mate. You're getting a fucking Nintendo.
Get a Switch.
Have a Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance.
Dumb cunt.
What a sick dad.
Yeah. That would be interesting to find out. Do you reckon he is like a dictator? He's like, mate, you're not playing that piece of shit Xbox. What are you talking about?
That would be so funny. And I retire. Bowser, you're in, mate.
Yeah.
By the way, we've just announced this, and good luck.
That would be funny. But yeah, that's all we've got in terms of news for this week. Let's talk about some games that we've been playing. So I've played a couple of games that you haven't played, so I'll be talking about them, and then we'll talk about the big dog this week, which is Anthem.
Yes.
Talked a little bit about Tetris 99 last week after the Direct came out. Downloaded it, hadn't played it yet. I've played a fair amount now. It's incredible, man. It's a game changer.
Yeah, you're saying
it's next level of Tetris. It's like essentially you're playing Tetris, but the fact that when I first looked at it, I was like 99. So you're playing against 99 people. So it's like 100, or is it actually 99 people? And I was like, if it's 99, it's like a bit odd. It's like, why?
Yeah.
No.
Why 99? Yeah.
So it is 99 people.
Oh.
And it makes sense why. So when you're playing the game, you've got your screen in the middle. And then you've got on each side, you've got the other players. So if it was 100, you would have 99 other players, which makes the two sides uneven. So it's one person in the middle, yourself, your own screen, and then the 98 remaining on each side.
Yep.
So it's even. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's very, very cool concept. So it's Tetris Battle Royale, obviously. How it works is when you start the game, you can use the right analog stick to just choose what type of player you want to attack. Okay?
Okay.
So you can go KO, which I'm not sure what that means. If it's someone like who's about to be knocked out, or attackers, so people are attacking your screen.
Yeah.
And then two other things, I don't remember what they are. But basically, yeah, you get the option. That's just like a default thing, and then it'll automatically go to those people.
Yeah.
Or during the game, you can also pick and choose what screen you want to attack. So you go right analog stick to pick which side, so left and right of the screen, of the Switch screen, and then the left analog stick to pick the actual player that you want to attack.
Okay.
And then you can also see there's like a line joining from their screen to the bottom of your screen to say, hey, watch out, this guy's attacking you. So then you can go, okay, he's attacking me, I might attack him back, that sort of thing. I normally play leave it as default attackers, so then it just attacks people who are attacking me back.
Oh yeah, nice.
And yeah, it's crazy. It adds like that pressure on you, kind of thing. It's like, fuck, I'm playing against 98 other human beings at the same time.
That's crazy.
So how it works is, you're playing Tetris, obviously, and when you clear lines, it drops those lines in someone else's screen.
Okay.
So what you want to do is obviously do the more continual sort of lines all together, like a triple. Yeah,
you want to have like
Tetris,
a four stack,
and then you fuck them up, and it's like, so it can happen really quickly. If like I've had times where 2 or 3 people are attacking me at the same time, and I get stacks of lines coming through at the same time. I can't really do much sometimes, but you get sort of a warning before they come through, and then you have a few seconds to do something about it. So if you're like, you can see someone's about to drop 4 lines on your screen, you can quickly go and try and clear 4 lines, and then it prevents those from dropping into your screen.
Yeah.
So obviously that becomes...
Does that mean you can like counterattack them straight away? Like, do you know where the attack's coming from? So then you can like say, oh, actually, no, fuck you. I'm going to drop a 4 stack on you before you drop whatever you're going to drop on me.
You can. But to be honest, while you're playing it, I would find it... I'm sure some people can manage that, but it's like you're trying to focus on your screen and you're trying to look at the person who's attacking you, trying to work out what they've got, like work out where they are and shit. I find it a bit hard. So I'd rather focus on mine. That's why I have it on attackers anyway. So it's going to attack them back anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like I focus on clearing my lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking cool, man. It's good when... so Nathan gave it a crack, but he was like, I kind of like, yeah, it's fun, but it's just Tetris. But he didn't get the part where the whole strategy part of it.
Yeah.
The whole strategy layer of it. But yeah, when it makes sense, it's like, it's really interesting. You're like, okay, cool. And then like I said, I've got those, like it's attacking the attackers, but I can also in the middle just go, wait, I actually want to attack this person for a sec. So I can just switch with the analog stick. So you use the D-pad to play your Tetris screen, and then the analog sticks to change your aim on the other people's screens. It's pretty hectic. It speeds up after a few people have been knocked out, and then when you get to the sort of top 10, it like gets really hectic. So the best I've done so far is 6th.
Yep, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Most of the time I'll be around the sort of 20-ish I've had some times where I could just get fucked up pretty early on, but obviously it's like it depends on who you're playing against, right? Like you never know what the other 98 people are going to be like. You might be like playing against some intense guy that like has played Tetris his whole life, and
that's true.
But
do you need Nintendo Online? Yeah,
you do.
Okay,
so that's the catch. So you need that. But the game itself is free.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And it's very simple. So quick download. I don't know how big it is, but it downloaded really quickly. Simple presentation. You're just playing a game of Tetris. There's no, bells and whistles or whatever. The menu is literally play Tetris 99, options and stats. That's it.
Okay.
So very bare bones.
Another thing, I was looking at Nintendo Online.
Yep.
Now did you buy the 12 months, $29.95? Yeah.
No.
Did you buy the family?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm part of someone else's family. So I've paid $7 for the year.
Oh, fuck you.
I'll check if they have a spot, but I doubt it.
I need to find 8 people.
Is it 8 people?
Up to 8 accounts.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll check if they're happy to chuck you on there.
Well,
I'll ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
So here you go.
But if it's that, it's like, so I've paid $7 for the whole year, and I've got that. But you'll get to play Splatoon again as well.
But I don't think. Wait. If you paid $8, that's like what, $56. So yeah, it sounds like there's no spot for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Damn it.
I don't know. I'll check anyway.
Yeah, check it out. But
I definitely. I don't know if you're really into Tetris. I remember you tried Tetris Effect at my house, and like, are you into?
Yeah. When I was playing, I liked the game Tetris, but the Tetris Effect, it was like, this is cool. Like, it's just like, it's a Tetris, but I like Tetris. But but it kind of interests me in the BR style of it. Like, because it's humans, and I've never played against another person. Well, I kind of have back in the Game Boy days with like the infrared stuff, but there's 99 people, and that's pretty hectic. So if I got it online, I definitely download it and give it a shot.
100%.
Would I play it a lot? Not sure.
It's very easy to
just pick up and play. Yeah.
Like I woke up this morning and just played a few games, and then I was like, cool, that was fun. I'll get out of bed, get on with my day, and then, I played before bed sometimes as well. And
you know who I think would be really good at Tetris?
Who?
Meg.
Okay.
Yeah, she had like a Nintendo Game Boy. She's like, man, I just played Tetris. I was like, oh, challenger incoming. I was like, man, I got to get a Tetris game for her. So maybe I might just be like, hey, Meg, do you want to play some Tetris? She's going to be like, yeah, okay. Then I'll give it to her. I won't say anything. And I'm like, oh, by the way, there's like 98 other people up against you right now. She's like, what? She's like, oh, I just won. Here you go. I'm like, oh, wait, what?
I've told Jade, my wife, about it. And I think she was a bit intimidated. If you've been listening to the show, you would know that Jade has stolen my Switch for a good 2 to 3 months when she was playing, what was it, Picross.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Picross. Picross and Luminous she was obsessed with. So I was like, oh, there's this Tetris game, and you play against 98 other people. And I think the fact that like you play against all these other people, she felt a bit intimidated. And I was like, oh, do you want to try? Like before I had even played it, and she was like, oh no, I'll let you play first. And
that's hectic.
But I reckon she'll like it because it's like, it's not like it's go on.
You know what you should say to her? You shouldn't even say that it's like humans. You just be like, oh, there's like 98 bots like against the computer, and you got to get to the end.
Yeah, well, it's too late now.
Next minute, she's like, these bots suck. I just won. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, but it's like it's literally like the same BR gameplay loop, right? You get in there really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
There's always people playing because it's pretty new anyway.
Yeah.
You can never not find a game. You drop in, and when you die, you're done. You can watch the rest of the game, or you can just get out and find another game straight away.
Yeah.
So it's like, literally the Battle Royale version of Tetris. So
Yeah,
it's not
that's
like
sick.
if you suck, you're out. That's cool. You don't have to, like a first-person shooter playing team deathmatch, like you shit, and you just get fucked up for 10 minutes until the game ends.
Until you camp in a corner, but you can't camp in Tetris.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely would recommend. I would say it's worth getting the pass for it, because even if you get like a yearly pass, it's like what, $30-$40.
Yeah, $29 for 12 months.
Yeah, and you get a Tetris game plus a bunch of other perks. You can play all these games you've always wanted to play on the Nintendo Entertainment System. So that's cool. I actually should play a bit more of that.
Yeah.
I've wanted to play Super Mario Bros, like the original one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I might do that. But yeah, that's Tetris 99 on the Switch.
Nan. Kids eat free.
But yeah, that's good. Next one, I played a bit of Spellbreak, which is in alpha at the moment. So I signed up a little while ago. I got a spot, which was exciting. Do you know much about this game?
Yeah, I did. I heard about it, and then I saw like a few people play it on Twitch.
Okay, cool.
And I was like, oh yeah, that looks pretty interesting. And then I changed it pretty quickly. But yeah, it does though. Tell me how it plays. And
plays pretty well, man. So if you haven't heard of Spellbreak, which would not be surprising since the game isn't even out, it's a brand new concept in terms of what type of game it is. It's something I've never heard of before. I think they call it Battle Royale. Yeah, it's another one of those, but with a different spin on it. And I'm not saying that sarcastically. So basically, you play as a wizard. You can choose your character, and I thought it was like you actually customize your character. I thought it would be like
Fortnite?
like Apex Legends, where you choose the character you choose has different perks,
like heroes,
moves, that sort of shit. It's not completely anyway. So you choose. I don't think you can customize them, but you can choose like your little avatar, right? And then you go in the game, you know what you're going to look like, your skin basically.
Okay.
How it differs to the other Battle Royale games is you're a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
You drop in like every other Battle Royale game.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go pick up your weapons, which are gauntlets with powers.
Okay.
But they have different types. So you'll have ice, fire, wind, and
water, earth, go planet. Sorry.
And I think it's electricity is the fourth one. I believe there are only 4. There might be more. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But you'll go in there. You pick up gauntlets. They're your weapons. And then you can pick up other little perks. So you have potions, so you can, regenerate your health. Or you can pick up like special boots that'll give you different powers. Like you can jump higher, or anti-gravity boots, that sort of shit, right?
Yep.
But the cool thing about it is you can pick up 2 gauntlets and put 1 on each arm. And then what you can do is mix up the types.
Okay.
And do different combos.
Ooh.
So it would get really interesting when you're playing in teams. So you can play in squads.
Okay.
Right? And what you can do, for example, is say you have a poison gauntlet. You can just shoot poison, like blobs of poison at your enemies. And when it lands on the ground, it'll leave a puddle of poison. If they step in it, it's, gradual damage over time kind of thing. Typical poison effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can press a different button and it'll have a different... So you'll have your normal attack, which is what I just described, and then you have the spell as well. So for poison, for example, it'll be you shoot at a cloud of poison. And if there's enemies in that cloud, again, they get damaged over time. But let's say I go in there, I use that spell, I shoot out a cloud of poison, and then you come with me and you've got a lightning gauntlet with you, and you shoot out lightning into my cloud, it'll just cause like a storm, like a lightning storm of poison.
Dude, that's sick.
So then it'll do extra damage with poison and electricity.
What?
And similar thing if you do... So with ice, you just have normal. You can shoot ice. Or you can... When you shoot on the ground, it'll have like a trail of ice. So you can slide on it. But you can do that and then shoot electricity at it. And it'll have like... It'll be a sort of a trap kind of thing. So if an enemy steps on it, it'll be electric.
They get electrocuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get electrocuted. Okay.
Yeah. Or another thing would be poison cloud. Shoot ice at it. You freeze the cloud, and that's like a wall, like Mei in Overwatch kind of thing. So you can do all these different things with like the wind. You can shoot the wind spell at the poison cloud. It'll cause a poison tornado. It's really cool, man.
So how many combos actually would there be?
I'm not sure how many, but it'll be a fair few. You can do heaps of different things.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
sick.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. And you can do things like it can help with your movement as well. So if I've got a wind gauntlet and I shoot at the ground, I'll jump really high.
Really high.
Kind of thing. And yeah, very cool, man. Very cool game. So yes, it's a battle royale, but I think it's different enough that it can have its spot in the top sort of battle royale games, I reckon. Obviously there's a lot of them. I don't think it's going to dethrone the ones that are at the top at the moment, but
it's very interesting.
If you're into that, it's a very cool game, especially playing with your friends. Like,
so have you played with friends, and what's the best? Have you won a game?
No. I only played like 3 games or so with randoms, trying to sort of find out how to play that sort of thing. Yeah, get the gist of it, and like it's fun, but I haven't got very far.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I might play a bit more over the next week or so. Well, I've got the ability to, but it's really cool. Definitely
nice.
Will keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
Good.
Might be a good one.
Good stuff. All right, let's get into what we've all been waiting for. The game that everyone loves to hate for some reason. Anthem's come out this week or last week. This week.
Yep.
We've both played it. How long would you say you've played so far?
I reckon I've played about 8 hours.
About 8 hours. Yep.
Yeah, 8 or 9 hours.
What level are you now?
11.
Okay, so we played around the same amount of time, I would say, because I'm also level 11.
Yep.
So yeah, it's interesting launch. I think the fact that they had this whole sort of rollout, if you buy this service, you can play this early. If you buy this other one, you can play this early. And I think in the end, it's just hurt the launch because wasn't a smooth pre-launch. And I think it's hurt the actual launch, seeing as everyone was just shitting on it before the game was even out.
Yeah.
And then when the game did come out, everyone was like, well, I'm not getting this because this person's been playing for a week and it's been terrible.
Shit. Yeah.
We got it on launch, and I think I can speak for the both of us and say we actually quite enjoy the game, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So tell me about your experience with Anthem so far.
So I had my 60 voice last week, so I was sick. I took 2 days off work, and one of those days was Friday. So Anthem was on my doorstep 9 o'clock in the morning. Said, well, what a great day this could be. Downloaded the updates, went in, not really expecting much, just because of reviews and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to just play it and, see how I go. Because I played the beta and I played one of the missions and I went down and no one came and got me up. And I was like, wait, what do I do? And they just kind of just kept going. I was like, So I was like literally waiting there for like 3 or 4 minutes. I was like, okay, this is dumb. So I'm like, I'll just buy it on release and we'll see what happens. So I went on it. Looks really good. First impressions. You do like a little tutorial mission at the start to tell you how to do everything. The feeling of the game is fucking awesome. I love it. Just flying around and stuff like that. Now you select a javelin at the start, and that's kind of like your, I don't know what you say, exosuit or
your Iron Man suit.
Iron Man suit, that's the one. Iron Man suit. Exosuit, that's COD. Weird. Now, I normally go on YouTube and I look at some reviews at each kind of javelin to see, what they do, what their strengths are and stuff like that. And I was looking through all of them and I saw the lightning one and it has a cape. And I was like, sold. It has a cape. I love capes. I'm down. And it looked pretty good. Like, it was something that I kind of, the play style was like, it's pretty much a very fragile cannon. It releases awesome damage overall, DPS, but it's got hardly no health. It's one of the weakest javelins. So you can go down with a sack of shit. So I was unsure between that one and the Ranger.
Yep.
And I was like, I think the lightning one's a bit of a risk. I was like, listen, I'll go the Ranger at the start, and then level 8, I'll get the lightning one, and then I'll play the lightning one.
The lightning one is the Storm, yeah?
Oh, Storm, yeah. Fuck. Cool. Yeah, that's the one. Storm, sorry.
That's good.
So I was really enjoying Ranger. Like, I was like, nah, this is sick. I was like, man, fuck, the other one must be, like, awesome. Like, Storm must be sick, though, too. I was like, can't wait to get to level 8. So I was a bit confused at the start of bits of the story.
Yep.
I spoke to every single person in the little township.
Okay.
So I was getting a lot of information, but it was just like kind of, how you just talk to NPCs and you're just like, and they just ramble on. It's not an actual mission or anything. They just talk shit.
Okay.
In a lot of games, they normally do 2 lines or something, and I'm like, oh, yeah, sick, that's mad. So I pressed on one of them, and they're talking. I was like, oh, yeah, right, fully trying to get into it. I'm like, yep, okay, yep. All right, okay, I just want to play now. I just want to move on. Yep, okay, now you're rambling on, and okay, I'm done, stop. So I just start to like skip his like dialogue. I was like, shut up. And then went to the next one, and I was just like, okay, yep, okay. Oh, my God, is this the same thing for all of them? I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I've got to stop, going to NPCs. I'm just going to start doing missions. And I enjoy the actual dialogue of the missions and stuff like that. But just going up to random NPCs, I don't want to press X on it. I don't want to speak to them because I just know I'm just going to keep pressing circle. I think it could be because I don't really understand that much of the story. Yep. I don't know. It's really bizarre because I'm not a person that skips those type of things.
Yep.
But the mission stuff, like, definitely don't skip any of that stuff. Like, I, read everything and, absorb it and I'm like, yeah, okay, yep, sick. But, the side stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure. The combos and the combat that you do is pretty sick. I like how you've got a special And you've got a kind of like what is it? Secondary kind of what is it like? A grenade?
Secondary attack. Yeah.
Secondary attack.
Well, it's not always a grenade, so it's secondary.
It can be changes from each character, and then you kind of got like a support
Move.
Yeah, so you can put up a shield, you can put a bubble around you, you can do stuff like that, and you can change these in and out of the game that I quite like. I'm still learning a lot about the game. Like I didn't know you could change guns. Do you like your secondary gun? I thought you had like.
When did you find that out?
Your assault like level 7 or something.
Oh fuck!
Like pretty far into it, yeah.
Wow.
Because I was selecting guns, right, and I was like, wait, what is this? I don't get it. And then I was like, I'm confused. And then I looked down. I was like, wait, there's a second gun. I'm like, wait, how do I change the second gun? I was pressing every button, and I was like, how do I have to actually Google it? And I was like, hey, how do you change guns? It's like, hold square. I was like, fuck. And I was like, oh, that changes a lot of things.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I'm fucking stupid, man. Like, fuck.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really bad. One of the things that I do like in the game is all the different play styles you can be. Like you can be in the air for ages. I like how your jets on your suit, like, you know, they overheat and you have to cool it down. And by cooling it down, you either fly straight down and you can cool them off by getting heaps of speed, or you go near water, fly near water and it cools it down. Even off frozen grenades, I think, if you go near them, they cool your jets down. I think you were saying that. When I was Storm, when I was doing the secondary attack, and that's like a little beam of I don't know, just of ice, and it freezes them. I like all those kind of things. Like, that's sick. It reminds me heaps of Destiny, and I suppose that's where they kind of, you know,
there's definitely inspiration from now. I'm
inspiration,
sure.
yeah, definitely. So I got to level 8. I changed to Storm. I was flying around straight away, and I was just like, oh yeah, this is sick. Playing with Storm, you have to be in the air a lot with Storm. You can't be on the ground. You always have to be up in the air, moving around. You can't be on the ground. So that was a bit of a red flag, because I do like being on the ground a bit, and doing my like attacks on the ground. I don't like how it's like one hit and you're pretty much dead. And I was like,
so when you're in the air, that's when your shield comes up, right?
Yeah, and you get longer time of hovering as well. So you can dodge as well with your thrusters. So if something comes, like an incoming missile, you can like thrust to left. Well, not thrust, sorry, because it's Storm. You go invisible and you go left. So if you press circle, to everyone who hasn't played it, if you press circle and you go left, you either do like a barrel roll with the Ranger. Storm, you kind of teleport. The other ones, I don't know. What's the one that...
Oh, I'll tell you. Don't worry about that.
Okay, yeah, anyway. Yeah, and I kind of like the Ranger, man. Like, I've kind of just gone back, and I do like kind of playing the oddish character in a way. Not too crazy out of there, but not the main one. But it seems like everyone is Storm. And I was like, oh. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back to Ranger. And when I was playing as Ranger, I was like, I actually enjoy Ranger better. Like, I enjoy the gameplay. I like throwing grenades. I like the special with the explosions, you know, like the homing missiles and secondaries. And I just unlocked like a secondary attack where instead of I throw a grenade, I have like a beam that comes out of my hand. And it just totally like kicks their ass. Like, it's awesome.
Oh, you're literally Iron Man.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can put like a combo attack as well, where you can throw like an ice grenade, freezes them, and then you can use the beam, and it's like a little combo attack. It's pretty cool.
Oh.
But yeah, man, I'm really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. I'm sure I missed a lot of things about it. I did hear about loading times were ridiculous when it first came out. PC players were waiting up to 5 minutes to get into just the free roam section or just the mission. But the day one patch for us that fixed the loading times. Not sure about PC, but for console, the loading times are probably 30 seconds to a minute, I'd say.
Ooh, it's longer than that.
You reckon?
No, 100%. See, when we first spoke about it,
I don't know.
100% longer. Unless you have a special version of the game.
I actually think I have a special version.
Special edition from EA, which
Yeah.
I would be happy for you. But when I first got it, I was like, it's not that long. But I was always doing something while I'm waiting. I'll be like on my phone doing something.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. Have a look.
Shit.
Yeah, have a look next time. If you're just looking at the screen, it's actually a fair while.
Okay.
I don't think it's 5 minutes. But it's
No way.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
And it's not every loading screen. There are some that take a bit longer.
Yeah, true.
Than others, but another thing that they were saying was the gameplay gets really repetitive. What are your thoughts on that?
At the moment, not really, because I feel like I'm not that deep into it. Like I'm still unlocking different kind of adventures, and you've unlocked to do kind of like the trials or the so-called strikes of Anthem.
Yep.
I probably got to play it a bit more because everything's still like, woo, I'm flying around, like I'm harvesting stuff.
Still in the
And
honeymoon period.
yeah, definitely. So I think when I play it a bit more, I'll maybe like, this is rinse and repeat. But to be honest, I liked Destiny and love Destiny, and I feel like that's rinse and repeat. But I feel like this is cool because you get to fly around instead of walking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, yeah. Couldn't tell you yet. I'll get back to you on that.
Cool.
In a few weeks.
Yeah, cool. So you feel next week when we talk about it again?
Yeah, definitely. But overall, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm enjoying the story that I'm understanding so far.
Cool.
I know there's really technical bits in the story that I'm just like, I don't know what they just said. But overall, I know the main kind of like,
get the gist of what's
gist
happening.
of the gist of what's happening and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that's enough for me to just keep playing, and I'm just like, man, I would just love killing people and like using my specials and playing with people. So you can't play solo unless you do free roam. So you have to have a squad. Is that right?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know if you could just set up like a private thing, a private room, and then just not invite anyone. But I don't. Yeah, I haven't seen any downside to having other people on your team.
Yeah, you get XP. You get more XP anyway with.
And there's as far as I know anyway, there's no way of actually, messing up someone else's game by like griefing.
No, you can't. No. Well, you could, but it's kind of like you're griefing yourself. Like if you're not going to get your teammate up, it's like, well, you just.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like not actually hurting the other player
team,
in any way, right?
Yeah.
Like you could be just like a dickhead and not, follow the objective and just do your own thing or whatever. But it's like, whatever. Like, it's not actually hurting me. Like, I mean, in some cases it might be like, oh fuck, I wish this person was helping me defeat this enemy or whatever. But I haven't had any issues so far. And the only time I've played with friends was actually I've played a little bit with my nephew yesterday. And then I played with you and Jeremy on Friday night. Apart from that, I've played by myself, and it's been perfectly fine.
Same. Yeah, everyone's been like pretty much flawless. There are a few bugs though. I've gotten the blue screen once where it just comes up with an error. That was the end of a mission. So that kind of sucked. It did say I completed it, but I just didn't know what I unlocked.
Yeah.
And
I had.
But that's okay. I just go back and just see what I got. Another one was I was loading into a game and then it just lost connection and I didn't go anywhere and I had to just kind of reboot it again. I did see another person that I watched. They couldn't like they were up to the final boss.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the actual game, just one of the bosses in the game. And she was playing by herself, like not with a squad, just with like her and like two randos. And two of them got blocked out, like they couldn't actually go into the cave.
Oh.
And the other one was just by themselves. So they couldn't actually go in. It was like an invisible wall. And they're just like, so we just have to just stay here and do nothing. And then the guy just killed the boss by himself. And then they're like, oh, mad, we won, but we didn't do anything. Damn it.
Oh.
So, and yeah, she was playing on PlayStation. So hopefully that I don't come across that. But you know what? It's only come out, for 2 days. So I'm sure there's, 2 days for us. But there's always going to be bugs and stuff like that in these type of games.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been a really good experience just with everything. I've just even gone in the free roam and just harvest stuff and just flying around. I came across this huge ass boss dude and I was doing damage to it, but their health bar was like going down very... it would have taken me like 6 hours.
Jesus.
And I was like, I'm out of here. So I just fought. But yeah, man, I love like flying around, pretending I'm like Iron Man or Superman or whatever. I do like the loot system, kind of straight from Destiny, really. Like you got common and legendary ones, and the shards come down or out of chests.
Yep.
But you don't get the actual guns or abilities. You have to actually use materials that you harvest in the world. And what is it, like decrypting them or building them or crafting them. But I like that system as well. So you just can't unlock everything. You just be like, can't be too greedy. Gives you something to grind for. And I know people will probably be like, dude, are you serious? I hate that. I do like that. There is actually a mission right now that I have to do, and I feel like it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass.
Is it the one where you have to find the tombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a pain in the ass.
I feel like it's going to be a pain.
I've done one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I don't like that bit of it, because that's just like, this is a mission. It's like, well, not really. You just tell me to fucking go around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a mission's like with enemies and fighting and stuff like that. It shouldn't be like, oh, find a tomb. We're not going to let you in, but you've got to pluck a few petals and, you got to melee a few dudes. And I'm just like, okay.
Bit of a troll.
So I do harvest a lot. So I had that box all good. It was just like the melee attack. So I just have to, when I went and did my other missions, I was just, melee attacking at people and doing shit like that. But overall I like it, enjoying it. Don't listen to the reviewers.
Even though you're reviewing the game.
Yeah, actually, fuck.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to us. Turn this off.
How about just play it and don't listen to anyone? Yeah. Don't listen to Roger either.
Yeah. Don't listen to anyone. Make up your own mind.
Give me your thoughts.
Okay, so we started the same day. We heard the same things, and I jumped in there. I was like, whatever. I played the beta as well. I know what to expect. This is a looter shooter. You go in there, you kind of do the same shit over and over again. You unlock new things, you customize your character, rinse and repeat. That's what I'm expecting. I'm aware of what type of game it is. I've played Division, I've played Destiny. This is what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
It pretty much is that, and I don't have a problem with that at all. Like the types of missions that you get don't differ from each other very much, but I feel like they do enough to. I mean, like you've got your character. You go in there to like shoot things and hang out with your friends, right? So yeah, I'm completely fine with that. The people have been. What's that? Sorry.
When you played like one of those, like the one that I just did before that went for like half an hour, it was like a strike or something in like so-called Destiny. Did you find like versing like the end boss, like this is sick? Like your teammates are flying around, they're all kind of popping the bubbles. Everyone's kind of just doing their best. Even if someone goes down, you're like, oh shit, I've got to get to him straight away. Like, I want to get to my teammate like ASAP. Like, I don't want to just piss fart around. Like, I really want to get to him. So, I'll pop a bubble over him and get him up. And I'm like, yeah, I feel like a badass. See you, dude. Keep going.
Yeah. The sad thing is I had played that mission in the beta. So I was like, cool, I'm just doing that again. But the good thing is, when it actually feels different.
Okay.
And because I stayed out there too long, it just teleported me to the final boss. And also I got lost in the water. You go in there, it's really dark. You don't know where to go. I feel like it's still kind of dark, but this time I knew where I was going. I feel like it's doing better in terms of guiding you where to go next.
Yeah, definitely.
In the full version. So, yeah, in a way it was good to play it again, but the kind of surprises that I would have got, I already knew from playing the beta.
Yeah,
But that's fine. It was still a lot of fun. So the I'm gonna address the main complaints there, which were, I think we already talked about the loading screens, but yeah, they are long, but it's not long enough that it's like, I mean, we've played Mod Nation races. That's why I think we don't care about this one, which is,
true.
I'm pretty sure the worst loading screens you'll ever get in any game.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's fine. I'm not apologizing for, I'm not trying to defend the game or anything. Like, it sucks that you have loading screens.
No, it just doesn't affect you as much as what other people.
It hasn't hurt my my experience. I don't think so. It's been fine. Repetitiveness, I feel like I said, it's kind of what I expected going into it.
Yeah.
Destiny is one of the most repetitive games you'll ever play in your life.
Yep.
And yeah, people still play that. So people complain about that. It's just like, mate, you kind of, again, I'm not like defending the game. Like, they could have added different stuff, but it's kind of become part of the genre now, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I feel like it's different enough to keep me entertained.
Yeah. Well, I've come across different enemies. I'm unlocking new abilities, and I want to try that out. And that's what's like the whole reason why you keep playing and to grind is to get better guns and better outfits or different materials and stuff like that. So you want to make your character look cooler and be stronger. So I can go back to that big boss in that free roam and fuck that dude up, but it's going to take me a while.
Yeah. But so you started as the javelin, what's it called, the ranger?
Yep.
I picked the interceptor. Now, I was always going to pick the interceptor. I was like, he's the quick one, he's the sort of rogue one. You go in there, just melee attack, and then just quickly get out, dash out of there. You haven't played as the interceptor yet, have you?
No.
But you've obviously seen them playing alongside.
Yes. Yeah.
Incredible. I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So it is the quickest javelin you can get. So he's got his secondary shield, and then his normal health bar, and then his abilities. What I like about it is every different javelin feels different.
It does.
It's not like you're playing Destiny and you choose a character and the only difference is like they're super. It's like they feel very different. Like you have to actually approach the game differently.
Oh, it is.
Different characters you play as. So started as the interceptor, so you've got triple jump, which is awesome. And then you've got triple dash as well. So like Chris was saying before, you press circle to quickly sort of sidestep kind of thing, just dash. If you hold down circle with the interceptor, you can do a triple dash. And every time you do it, in the 3 times, you can change the direction. So, and he's got like pretty much infinite melee attack. So you can just mash triangle. So what I would do is I see a group of enemies, just a group of ads just spawn. I'd do like triple dash into the middle, like in the middle of them and just mash triangle and just like fuck them up. And they can't do anything. I'll just like they start shooting at me, I dash the other way and just attack them again. It's so much fun. I feel like a fucking ninja.
Yeah, it is
So
the
cool.
ninja of
It is.
the javelin. Yeah.
And then the base secondary thing is, what is it? It's like a poison grenade, which I've kept. I sort of leveled up, got it a bit better, high DPS. But you throw a grenade, it explodes, and it's just a poison cloud. And then the other one is it was like a railgun or something, or ninja stars or something like that. But yeah, definitely the ninja.
So what guns can't you use? Can you use? I know you like, you know how we can't use launchers and stuff because that's obviously too. What's the big dude's name?
Colossus.
Yeah, the Colossus.
Yep.
Like I can't use those type of guns. What?
No, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you would 100% you wouldn't be able to use the launchers either.
Okay.
Yeah, like certain characters can't use certain guns in the game. Like
Right.
you might not be able to use shotguns. I don't know.
Can definitely use shotguns, can use assault rifles, can use
Light machine guns.
light machine guns, can use sniper rifles and machine pistols and shit.
Maybe it's just the Colossus. They can only use them. And I reckon the Colossus can't use maybe like the pistols and stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
Okay.
But yeah, so I started with what did I have? I had an assault rifle and a shotgun was my go-to. So I'd be like, if I need to sort of step out, sort of regroup, I would go out and then use my assault rifle, attack from a distance for a little bit, and then go back in, attack a little bit, and then turn around, shotgun, bang, and then go back to melee. Like it's really fun playing as an interceptor. So much fun.
That'll be my next unlock for sure.
And then what I can do to like extend my my jet's temperature while flying, I would be where I'm starting. I would do a big jump again, jump further ahead, jump again, and then triple dash, and then start flying.
Yeah.
So I can fly for heaps longer. And it's just it just feels crisp. Like the movement in the game. They've nailed flying, man.
Oh, dude,
It feels
100%,
so good.
man, 100%. Yeah, they really have.
Yeah.
Feels so good when you fly around.
Interceptor, definitely would recommend if you're sort of getting into
Close quarters.
Definitely would recommend. And then I got to level 8 and I unlocked the Colossus.
Oh, nice.
And very different to the
you went
Interceptor.
from like just the widest, nimblest to like the biggest dude.
To the biggest. So difference doesn't extend to just the character being slower.
Okay.
So he's the tank of the javelins. So he doesn't have a shield, just health bar. Okay. So you'll go in, you just have your health bar. If you press circle, he doesn't have a dash. What he does is he brings out a physical shield.
Ah, okay.
That
Reinhardt.
blocks the front of the javelin. So if someone attacks from behind, you would have to turn around to block them.
Yep.
So already, like, you can see how different it is. Like, you can't dash around, you can't dodge.
No, you're just like, come get me, motherfuckers.
So you can do different loadouts where, like you were saying, you've got like a sort of, what is it? Fuck. Not a defensive, more like a...
Support?
A support, that's it. That's the word. A support thing where you can just have every enemy aim at you, and then gives the chance to your teammates to attack the enemies while you're taking the grunt of the damage.
Wow, that's really been a team player.
Yeah, so that's handy. Another one is like you just bring out like a lightning storm around you. So it's like an area of effect kind of attack.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really different play style. So you bring out the shield, you can sprint while having your shield forward and just knock enemies down in your way. But you can't shoot and have the shield up at the same time.
Okay.
So that's why you sort of have to manage how you're going to play. But really interesting as well. Very different, but still very interesting. So I'm enjoying playing as both.
I think like there's huge difference in all four of them, like in the way you have to play the character. Like yours is up close, and you're really like in there. Storm is you have to be in the air, and you know you're firing really high DPS, but if you get shot, you're fucked. So you have to just hover around, and you're hovering like you can hover the longest out of everyone, because the whole point is you being in the fucking air the most. The Ranger is kind of that soldier type where you're medium range, you can do everything. Like with your special, I pretty much
kind of character.
I kind of just fly up in the air and use my special, lock onto as many enemies as I can, and then just shoot all my missiles at them. Yeah, he's pretty much like he's second. He's not the best at one thing. He's like second best at.
It's just the all rounder.
Yeah. And then obviously you got the Colossus as well. That's just a tank. He's a bullet sponge, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
He's the one who handles the heavy machinery, so you can have a flamethrower or a grenade launcher or a light machine gun as well. So,
and I didn't know you could like when I was a ranger and I had grenades. I didn't know that I could swap those grenades out and have like if I unlock something different like
types of
the frozen grenade or different little things. Like I'm like, whoa, like I didn't know that. I thought I'd have to have this the whole time. That's because freezing enemies with Storm was like one of my favorite things. Just freezing them, and you're like, that's sick, because you can do combos in the game where if I freeze an enemy and then you do something, it comes up as a combo. Or if I freeze the enemy and kill it, I don't know, with my beam, it comes up as a combo as well. So yeah, like that's cool. I like that. I like how there's heaps of different kind of weapons and abilities, and list goes on.
Yeah, so I spent quite a while going into I think it's called the Forge, isn't it? Where you customize your character.
Yeah.
So you'll have two screens where the first one is you're customizing your loadout, basically. So which weapons you want to take with you, so you can take up to 2. I think at the start it's only 1. You have to get to a certain level and carry 2 weapons, which you can swap in between during the mission. So you can't pick up enemies' weapons or anything. You're stuck with the 2 weapons that you've started with. Your sort of secondary move, and I guess you have 2, right? 2 sort of secondary type moves.
Yeah, you do.
And then your ultimate special thing as well, and then your support move. So you can mix and match those components, and then you have one where it's basically an upgrade to your entire armor thing. So that can be very different from one another. One could be like increasing or decreasing your cooldown time, or increasing a certain type of damage, or whatever it is. It's just like a booster kind of thing. And then the other screen is where you customize how your javelin looks. So nothing to do with the stats at all. You can change the type of arms you have, the legs, the type of material certain components have, the color, and I think it's robust enough that you'll never really see another one look the same, except a few people that are trying to make their suits look like Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
Which there are a few of.
Well,
but apart from that, like
the Storm was, I tried to make my guy look like Superman. When I was like to you, I was like, how good's my Superman? You're like, looks like shit. I was like,
yeah, it's cool. Like you can get decals as well, and then you can buy stuff with microtransactions. Now it feels like you don't get many coins for that reason. I find it really hard to build up the coins that I have to buy more parts, because they kind of want to push the premium currency, which I think is called shards, which you can also use to buy those parts. Well, it's cosmetic, right? So it doesn't bother me that much. Like the paint is free, so you can change the color of your javelin enough that you can look different to other characters, and there's lots of different components that you can mix and match in terms of colors, which is cool. So yeah, I really like that. I spent a long time doing that. What you can also do, which I understand the gripe against that, which is when you're playing a game and it's telling you a story, it needs to find a way of telling you the story while you're playing. Like, that's, for example, a lot of people say Halo has a great story, but when you play the game, it struggles to tell you that story. And then you ask that person, hey, why are you saying the story's great in Halo? They would be like, oh, you need to read the books, you find out what's happening between Halo 2 and 3, you know why this is happening, but it's all in the books. Or Destiny, where, oh yeah, the story's great, you just need to read those, what were they called? I forgot what they were called.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called.
Grimoire cards that you can find on the website. Or on your phone in the app or whatever. It's still kind of the same here, right? Where, you kind of get the overarching story. Like you were saying, you're kind of understanding what you can so far with what you've seen while playing, right?
Exactly.
But like pretty much all BioWare games, I believe, you have the codex where you can go in and read more about
it.
So I spent quite a while actually reading through stuff.
Wow.
And I'm probably the only person in the world who's actually invested in the story of Anthem. I actually find it quite interesting. So what happens is you start the game, you're kind of like a brand new freelancer. You go into the Javelin for the first time, or out on a mission for the first time kind of thing with a group of people. Most of them die. It's only you and another guy that survive, right? So you go in there and they use different terms. They're like, you need to go, your cipher's going to help you out. Cool. Oh shit, there's a Titan there that's attacking you. It's because of the cataclysm that's happening. And you're like, what the fuck do those things mean? I don't know what you're talking about, because it's that typical thing, right? In like fantasy or sci-fi, it's like, you're using all these terms. So what you can do is you go into the codex and it'll go, cipher. Cool. This is what a cipher is.
You can read it. Yep.
So what they do is you have that lady that you meet at the start. Her name's Faye, and she like talks to you. She's pretty much like your co-pilot kind of thing. She's like giving you instructions on what to do and shit. So their story is they're people who develop sort of telepathic powers when they're young, and they go to a special school and train those powers, and then they basically help pilots, the freelancers on their mission by staying in the base. They're just sort of guiding them through with their telepathic powers. So that guy Owen is one of them. And I've also read his backstory as well. I've read Faye's backstory. The whole mission you went to, I forgot what it was called, the Heart of some shit or whatever.
Yeah.
I read a bit about that. I read a bit about the Dominion, all those things. It is interesting, but you would have to go into the menus and read paragraphs at that stuff. If that's your thing, that's great. I actually enjoyed the time I spent just reading those things.
I feel like because you read comic books as well, I feel like you kind of... I don't know. No, that's probably not it. It actually might be.
I just want to, like... Because especially hearing that people are finding this story shit, I was like, well, I want to give it a fair crack.
Yeah, I would
actually know the story, and then say, hey, the story's shit. But I feel like the people who are saying the story's boring,
it's because they're doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, which
but I'm not saying it's shit in a sense because I know there is heaps of depth, but I'm just not that person. Yeah, like if you're not putting it to me, I feel like, well, it's not important to me. Exactly. I don't need to know that. Do you know what I mean?
Which is a side I also understand. Like I was saying at the start, like it's a
exactly.
I completely understand this point of view as well, which is I'm playing the game. You need to find a way of telling me the story while I'm playing. Like,
Yeah.
you're telling me to go into menus or read books or whatever. That's, that's kind of cheating. Like, you can't tell me the story's good when you're not presenting it to me in a good way.
In a good way, yeah.
Which I understand. I completely understand.
Yeah. I can see both sides of it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you read it, I mean, it's not like groundbreaking or anything, but I think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know about the Anthem of Creation, what those Shaper relics are, that sort of thing. And it's cool. So it's basically like the Anthem of Creation is this thing that you can sort of use to make things. So basically in that universe, the Anthem of Creation created the whole world. Created humans, created all those animals and shit. And then you had the Shapers, who were like this ancient race of people who built everything using the Anthem of Creation. But then you also have evil people who try to use the Anthem of Creation to create different things, and that's how the cataclysms were born, and they're like basically storms of shit.
Yep.
Where like the Anthem of Creation has gone wrong, and it's just literally like a shit storm that's happening, and then all these bad things come out of it, all these Titan things and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the backstory. I think it's really cool. I really like sci-fi stuff, and I'm really enjoying the game. I think it's.
I am too,
fun.
man. I am too. I'm not even reading the codex, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
So
if you wanted to sort of enrich your experience, I would definitely recommend.
Reading them.
Yeah, 100%.
There's actually one thing that we kind of didn't mention. Playing together.
You're referring to Friday night, are you?
Yeah.
Yep. I guess we're going to have to talk about this.
We're going to have to talk about it.
The other shitstorm that's in the game.
Yeah.
Good God.
Such a simple thing, but God, my gosh, what are you guys doing? Fuck.
How long did it take us? So there were 3 of us on Friday night. It maybe took us 15 to 20 minutes to figure out how to actually play a mission together.
We didn't actually figure it out, though.
Yeah, we didn't, did we?
No, we actually didn't figure it out. We still don't know how to figure it out. Well, we played together, but as a mission sense, we don't know what happened in that kind of, time period. Because it was your actual mission.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened there. I played with my nephew yesterday, but I let him be the leader from the start. So he was controlling everything. I was helping him with his missions, and it was fine. But it's like the way you squad up with people, it's kind of weird. But I mean, it is, and it's also not. Like, I feel the way we were trying to do it last time was just dumb. So we had Jeremy with us, who we were trying to make the leader. There's no way of actually just passing on the title of party leader that I could see anyway. So I left the party and then had to wait for an invitation from him to the party again. And that still sort of messed up his game in terms of the missions, because he was still getting my mission and he was like 2 or 3 levels below me. So he skipped a bunch of missions because he played with me, which kind of sucks. And then you have to go into this menu and ready up, which wasn't too bad, I guess.
Wasn't too bad, but you had a different menu at the start, remember?
Yeah, that's
me and
because
Jeremy were like, no, what?
That's because I thought Jeremy was the party leader and I was the whole time. So that's why, which is not a massive issue, but it's like, it feels like it should be more seamless, and it's not.
You would you'd think they would have looked at the way Destiny did it. I think Destiny did it really well, because the party selects the mission of what they're doing. And I don't know, it was kind of like you just go to your friends list, join, and you join. And then like your spaceship just like pulls up. And you're like, hey, yo, what up? All right, let's go. But this one was just like, I couldn't even just go to you on my friends list, like in the game, and, be like, join. Like, I had to get an invite from you.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that, man. I hate that. Like, if you don't want to play with people, you just have on your thing, like, private, like, invite only. But I like to have the option, even in Destiny, when I was just open, man. So if any of my friends just wanted to just jump in with me, all right, do it. And it was seamless. It was really good. Now, I can't remember what it was like in Destiny 1, the first few months. It might have been a bit of a shit stir, but I can't remember it being a shit stir. But I feel like it shouldn't have taken us 15 minutes to get it going. And once we did, you didn't load in the game, and you got kicked out.
Oh, I got kicked out. That's right. Yeah, but I mean, there is I kind of get it in a way as well, because Destiny, it's always multiplayer. With Anthem, there's a single player component. When you're in the base, you're in first person and you're talking to all these NPCs, you're in your own game. It's single player. Okay. So it's like, if you're in there, I can't join you, obviously, because I won't be able to go in there and, mess up your single player component kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it, but I mean, there is an easier way, right? I feel like we fucked around a while because we thought that Jeremy was the party leader and he was not. But what you could do is, if you just set up a mission, you're choosing your mission, and then you go to the right, it'll let you invite your friends, and you can just do it that way.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have just done that. It took a long time to figure out what you needed to do. But at the same time, we're the people who took 2 weeks to figure out you could zoom in on the map of Sea of Thieves. So we're not the brightest, let's put it out there.
Yeah, no.
But I think there's been a lot of complaints about that overall, like over the internet. So
I feel like it's been heavily criticized, and it shouldn't be, in a sense.
Seen as it's a multiplayer game that you can only play with other people in co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
There's always going to be bugs and stuff like that. If you don't like that kind of stuff, just buy it in a few months' time and wait for those bugs to be, disappeared.
I haven't encountered many bugs. I had the one where, I had the blue screen, same as you. So that was when I tried to join the mission with you guys. It just went blue screen, kicked me out. But the good thing is, when you go back into the game, you can just resume the game you had before. So they didn't have to leave the game and invite me again. I could just join the game again. So
that was cool. Really good.
That's cool.
But I played 6 hours straight, and I only got that blue screen of whatever it been, the snare. So
but I don't know if that's an Anthem thing or a PS4 thing. Like, I've had that in other games before. That's like error thing.
No, it would be the games though. I'm pretty sure you get the error just from the game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't reckon it would be a PS4 thing.
Yeah. So once in sort of 8 hours, meh.
Pretty good.
It's fine. In terms of like connections, I feel like it was pretty smooth.
Yeah. I think I lagged one little time at the start of one random game.
Yeah.
One random mission. I was like, oh, frame rate drop. Well, what's going on? Lagging. And then I think it was like 20 seconds later, it was just fine. I was running. So that could have been my internet. It could have been whatever. But besides that, it ran really smoothly.
Sweet. All right. Anything else you want to add before we wrap it up?
No. We'll give you some. We'll come back to that topic in, I reckon, maybe a few weeks.
We did again. 1 hour, 25 minutes.
Bam.
So, let us know what you think of Anthem if you picked it up. So you can definitely email us your feedback. That would be buttonmashpod@gmail.com. You can visit our website. There's a link in there to directly email us as well. That's www.buttonmashpod.com. And can also let us know on our Facebook page, which is Button Mash Podcast. If you just look that up, you'll find us there. Chris, where can people find what you're doing these days on the internet? How can people stalk you on the internet?
I've deleted all my accounts of social media because I hate stalkers.
Cool. There you go. You can't find Chris on the internet.
Can't find me. Suckers. No, I love stalkers. You can find me on Instagram at christopini.gaming, ChristopHinie.gaming. Just to see what I'm kind of posting. An Anthem. I put up a picture of just the cover of Anthem. Yeah. That's what I'm playing.
And I copied you, did the same thing.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Zaboom.
Yes. I'm also on Instagram. I'm hangs with Rog. One word, HANGSWITHROG. As I just said, I do the exact same thing. So I wait for Chris to post something and then I copy him, rip off his ideas.
Don't we all rip off our ideas from Instagram?
Pretty much. But yeah, you can find us there. You can leave some feedback as well. If you have any questions for us or anything like that, you can email us through, and we might read your question on the show or whatever. We appreciate hearing from you guys there. What the fuck did you just do?
I just hit myself in the head because it was a moth. Freaked out, man.
Wow.
The fuck.
Wow.
No, I'm okay.
All right. Well, that's
it's a drop bear. No, it's a joke.
That's pretty much it for this week. So we'll wrap it up here and we'll speak to you next week.
Peace.
Final round.